So hello guys, let's continue again. Let's understand formatting output in Python. Formatting output will make our output much more attractive and easy to handle. It will also help in reducing the number of print statements that we are using. And it will also help in reducing the number of write statements used in case of files. Python provides two methods to format our output, that is a format method and fstring method. Fstring method is relatively new and preferred, whereas format method is now older and people generally don't prefer that. The practice of formatting our output with fstrings or format method is also known as string interpolation. Now let's see the format method in Python. It is a built-in method in Python which will be used to format our strings. It can be applied on multi-line strings, doc strings, strings under single quotes or double quotes. We will be using curly braces in our strings as placeholder. We can have multiple placeholders and later on these placeholders will be replaced by the actual data in our string. This is an old method and is not recommended to use now, but we can still use it. Now let's understand the syntax of format method. To use this, we will write our string first and then we will add the curly braces which will act as a placeholder. After that, we have to call the format method on the string and provide the required values. These values will be replacing the placeholders and will get reflected in the original string. So here is a very small example. I have created a variable and assigned some value to it, and after that I have written a string, and inside that string I have added curly braces which will be acting as a placeholder. Then on the string I have called the format method and provided my value as name. When I will execute this, what is going to happen is that the curly braces will be replaced by the value inside the name variable. Now let's see how to format our string using the fstring method. Fstring is a relatively easy and a faster method to format strings. To create an fstring, we just need to prefix our string with the letter F. It will work in the same manner that we have seen in the case of format method. It's just much more concise and easy to use. So let's understand the syntax of f-strings. To create an f-string, we just need to prefix our string with letter F, and inside the string we have to put the curly braces which will act as a placeholder. Inside the placeholder we just need to put our variable, and when we will execute that, the placeholder will be replaced by the value of that. A very small example, I have already created a name variable and assigned some value to it. To format my string, I have prefixed it with letter F, and inside that I have put the curly braces which will act as a placeholder, and inside that I have put the variable which is name. Now let's go for a hands-on practical. First of all, start the Python REPL by giving the command python. First of all, let's create a variable and assign a value to it. Till now we were using print statement to print the text and the values inside the variables separately. So we can see that on the screen also I have done in the similar manner. I have printed my text separately which is inside the quotes, but my value or the variable is printed separately using a comma. This method is not very much efficient and not very fast, and it also makes our string look complex. To overcome this problem, we will be using print statement with the format method. I will be writing my string. Inside that I will be giving the braces which will be acting as the placeholder, and after that I will be calling the format method and will be providing my variable or the value inside that. So we can see that data is printed in the same format as earlier, but this method is much more concise and easy to use. This method is not very much preferable now, so we will be seeing the new approach. For that we have to write the letter F inside the print function, and after that we have to write our string. Inside the string we have to put the curly braces, and inside the curly braces we have to put our variable. So this will also be working in the same manner and printing our data in the same format, but this is much more concise and very easy approach, and this approach is preferred. Now let's see some more properties of format method, which was the older approach. So for that I am creating two variables x and y and assigning some value to them. So let's write the print statement and create a string, and inside the string this time we will be having two placeholders instead of one. When we are done with this, I will be calling the format method on the string and will provide both the values x, y. As soon as we execute it, it will say that we are having cake and tea, but I am not having that. Now let's repeat the whole process again, but this time inside the placeholder I will be writing 1 and 0. 1 will be written in the first placeholder and 0 will be written in the second placeholder. After that I will again call the format method and will execute it. This time the output will change and it shows that we are having tea and cake. So what is happening in this case is actually we have provided the values inside the placeholders. These placeholders are having the value is nothing but the index of the tuple that we have used with the format method. So 1 actually means the value inside the tuple at index number 1, which is y, and 0 means the value inside the tuple at index 0, which is x. So because of this reason the output is different. But if we try to do the same with the f string, so in the case of f string we directly have to put our variable inside the curly braces, so there is no chance of doing this. The way we put our variables, the way we will get the output. In the first case I have used x and after that y, so I have got we are having cake and tea, but in the second case I have used y and then x, so I am getting the output as we are having tea and cake. Always keep learning. That's all for today. My new video will be uploaded soon. Thank you.